What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some advice really for the men today. All my male nurses that's out here working in long-term care, this video is for you.
You can live pretty well by yourself.
Now, ignore the setting that I'm in. I'm in a vacant patient room. I gotta do what I gotta do when I have to do it. So, ignore that, you dig? But I got some advice and I got some gems for the fellas that I think y'all can really take into consideration. As you know, I'm an LPN and I've been an LPN in long-term care for going on 4 years, and I've seen some things, I've observed some things, and I feel like this could be valuable information to other men who are working in long-term care and how to survive in long-term care. One thing that I want to tell y'all is that we obviously know that we deal with all kind of patients that have dementia, patients that are young, patients that are old. Especially now, the nursing home is starting to turn into like the new group homes. You really have patients from all walks of life. So I just really want to get this out to y'all because I feel like it's really important and you can use it to your advantage, especially as a male. There are some things that you just need to do. So, thing number one that I would advise all male nurses to do once you start working in long-term care, if you are dealing with a patient that has dementia problems, you're always going to take that female staff with you. It is very important because sometimes people with dementia, they have a mental illness. They don't know. Some people don't know any better. And I'm going to just get straight to the point. You can be accused, especially if you're dealing with an older patient and if you're a male patient of color. You can get accused, and you can get accused of bad things, even though you didn't do it. You just may look like somebody who may have done something to a person back a long time ago. So that's just the reality of it. So you always want to make sure that you take a female resident with you at all times, especially if you're doing intimate care like peri-care, or if a patient has a Foley, if you're inserting a Foley in a patient. I always try to take a female co-worker with me, a female nurse or a female CNA with me anyway when I'm doing any type of procedure like that. But I just think it would be for your best interest to definitely have somebody that is a female to accompany you, because you just don't want anything to be said, because it can just turn into something that's very unnecessary. Like once I told y'all, like on a live, we had a guy that I worked with out on my travel assignment. He was a really big guy, about 6'4", 6'5", bald black dude. And one of the residents had said that he raped her, and obviously he didn't, but she was known for saying that about men of color. And according to her daughter, she had been raped by somebody, and he looked like the guy. Obviously it wasn't, but they have to investigate it. They had to call the police, and the police even had an attitude because she was known for saying that. And every time something like that is said, they have to call the police, do an investigation, and the police were just like very irritated. But it is what it is. So that's why I was always like, he didn't have a female staff with him, but he didn't know. But anytime that I have a patient that has like dementia or something like that, I don't care. I'm asking the female staff to come. Now, if I'm giving meds and like the door's open or something like that, or if they're in a hallway, then that's one thing. But if you doing like I said, an intimate procedure, like if you're, doing peri-care, or inserting a Foley, or even if you're helping to change one of those patients, it's just best to have somebody with you that's a female, because you don't want to get accused. It's just a long process. It's unnecessary. You could get suspended while they investigate and all that type of stuff, and you just really want to avoid that. So it's never happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people. So I just really want y'all to avoid that if you can. Another thing with long-term care too, fellas, one thing I'm gonna say is that, and this is kind of on the lighter side of it, it's a lot of gossip in long-term care. It's a lot of drama in long-term care, and it's just in your best interest to stay out of it. If you just stay out the drama, you can get in and get out, go home, and that just goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? You stay out the drama. You don't have to be involved in none of the nonsense, and you'll be good. You'll be good from there. And I think my final piece of advice, and this is also very important, fellas, stop sleeping with the employees at your job, okay? Seriously. I just had another incident where it was a situation where another male nurse was running through all the chicks in the facility. He got with LaShonda, and LaShonda, with her little haggard fingers, got mad because he was talking to somebody else. And it turned into a whole situation. Now that guy no longer works here. He lost his job because he just didn't have any discipline. And bro, listen, you gotta have it. You have to have it. If you don't, it will come back to bite you. And there are so many women in the world. Why you want to mess with the ones at your job? Seriously, why you want to mess with the ones at your job? It's too many women on the planet for you to be messing with the ones at your job, and that can potentially cost you your paper and your license if you're not careful. You don't want that. So I would just say y'all need to avoid that at all costs. So, I mean, I'm just trying to help y'all out. You did what I'm saying. So let's recap. If you're providing intimate care to a female patient with dementia, always take you a female caregiver or nurse with you. Always, always, always. Especially if you're doing an intimate procedure like changing, doing Foley care, peri-care, or something like that, something where you're dealing with someone's private area. You just need to always take you a person with you, because you don't want to get accused of anything, especially to my male nurses of color who may be dealing with patients, older patients that are Caucasian. You just have to be aware of this. Also, what was the second part we recapped on? Stay out the drama. So if you stay out the drama, I promise you'll be alright. And last, stop messing with the women at your job, bro. Seriously. Stop messing with the women at the job. And to all my, shout out to all my alternative lifestyle brothers. Stop messing with the other dudes at your job. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I know y'all like to mess with the boys too, so we can't leave y'all out. Stop messing with people at your job, period. You dig? So, I mean, it is what it is, but that's all I got for today. My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss none of the content. And until next time, if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young nurses get paid. Peace.